The digital historic Main Street tour of St. Charles is the culmination of years of work by the St. Charles Special Business District Board.
Well, St. Charles has been recognizing its buildings and its former owners and stuff like that. There's been a lot of work done on that. There's been a lot of publications and a lot of things, but the Special Business District Board felt that it would be appropriate and a wonderful project to, number one, do something with current technology, because everything that we had was either print or plaques and that kind of thing, and also to do something that was very comprehensive, representing the area basically from Main Street, from Clark south to past Boonslick. And it's a pretty monumental task, and so there was a lot of conversation on the ideas of how to structure this kind of thing and what technologies were available. So SBD decided to take it on. And so the first thing you need is to assemble all your resources and to find someone who can take that information and can do the extensive additional research in order to put this together. And then also someone who can handle the technology. And so Doris's name came up top of the list, and SBD retained her to do the research. I was kind of the coordinator because I've been involved in this since 1970, actually. So I was generally familiar with all of the things that we could pull together and say, okay, we got this much, and there's this much more, which in a lot of cases had not been fully researched before, because there's some earlier publications out there that are pretty much glamorized, and you just can't turn around and put that out as the true history. And the other thing we were doing was to making sure that things were well enough documented that we could actually say, this is the true story about this property. And our last challenge was to find as many photographs as possible to help make this new technology presentation, which is now in the form of an app that you can download from the city of St. Charles and take your own tour, either when you're walking or from afar.
But after writing for all these years, and books are great, I knew that society and everything was changing to where people, not that they don't look at books anymore, not that at all, but that the way people enjoyed learning about history was changing. And I had someone show me the Story Maps application, and was building one for the Boonslick Road. And having done a lot of research, Charlotte approached me and said, well, how about the research that you would put into a book, putting it into an app?
The map currently includes 150 property histories and photographs.
Probably a lot more that can be done with this, and there's also research that's not yet translated into stories that we know because it was connected to the research on other projects. And so in this format, this can be added onto, and we don't have to publish a new version of a book or something like that. We can continue expanding this project.
Because we're always discovering new things. My theory has always been you can't expect people to want to save something if they don't know the story, if they don't know why. If they don't know why it's important, they're not going to come together. And with today's technology and story maps, there's a way to reach a much, much broader audience than there ever would have been in a book. And that's why I feel this has been such a great project, because this has been a way to give the story not to just a book on Main Street and that's read in our community, but this way people all across Missouri, all across the United States, all across the world can know St. Charles history.